Howdy folks, Synthetic Mason here, and today we're going to break it up with a Dinobots tutorial. Yeah, you guys have been asking, and I have been forgetting. Sorry about that. So we're going to do these guys for a tutorial, and then my next tutorial will be Movie Megatron, RC, Mudflats, and Skids. And then after that, I'd like to do the Igor, and then we'll see where fate takes us. But today, let's go run through these guys. I'll get Optimus out of the picture there. Just love them in there for scale. But yeah, so we've got Sludge, Snarl, Grimlock, Slag, I believe it is, and Swoop. And I went for the blue color scheme on my Swoop. I updated Snarl's head now that I got one of those fancy new bricks. Oh, they're so good. And I feel like that definitely made him a much better build. But yeah, let's run through these guys, break them down, brick them up, and then you guys at home can have your very own gang of Dinobots. Surprise, but Mr. Grimlock's going to be last to the list. All right, so I'd like to start off with Slag here, the Triceratops guy. Not bad. He doesn't really have a tail. I could probably, yeah, if I had another one of those pieces I used for Snarl's head here, I may swap that out later. Ideas. But anyways, for transformation, you just bring up the back here, swivel around his legs, bring that back down, and there you have Slag. Now he does have some ridiculous kibble, but you can do one of these and he'll fall over, but I mean, however you want to do it. If somebody comes up with a better idea, tell me about it. But yeah, that's Slag. These are the parts you'll need to build Slag back. So for his head, you'll need one of those fancy new, like almost Superman emblem 2x2 quarter wings. We'll then place on that a red 1x vertical clip, and then a smoky trans cheese wedge to be his face. Set that off to the side for a moment. And we'll grab a Travis brick, place a red plate right on the front, add a couple of washing machine bricks to that, and then we'll go gray to match them, and then silver to act as the feet. And that'll be his chest and legs, and then we will add sort of the Triceratops front to that. And then on to the next part, we'll go ahead and make his lower legs, which we'll put off to the sides like that. Add the red jumper plate on top to be his waist and belt. Place on another pair of jumper plates to be the hind legs. And then we can attach that to the bottom of the Travis brick. And now just to make his back assembly, we'll get one of these 1x2 modified bar or sidebars. Then add 2 light gray jumpers. Place a yellow on the top. And there you go. Oops. Yeah, so don't float it on the little brick, it goes on the bottom there. And then that's Slag. Next up, Snarl. So I think after I added that little piece there, it really sells him much better. Like, oh yeah, real good. For transformation, kind of like Slag, you just raise up the back section, twist around his feet, mind that they don't fall off, bring back his armor, and there you go, Slag. Snarl, sorry. He has entirely too much back kibble, but if any of you figure out a better way to do that, let me know. These are the parts you'll need to build Snarl. So for Snarl, we're going to go ahead and, very similar to Slag, because essentially they're the same design. We're going to start with his, well, we'll actually start with his back bits. So we'll take what's going to be the Stegosaurus tail, clip that to a yellow horizontal clip. On the top of that, we're going to add a top clip in dark gray, and then a 1x2 modified brick in dark gray. Add the 1x plate on the top, and then we will place a 2x2 in yellow, adding a jumper plate to be his back, and then we'll add that fancy new 1x modified bit, and then a metallic or dark gray cheese wedge to that. And now we'll attach that, well, we'll wait. We'll then take a Travis brick, add a 1x tile to the top, add a red plate 1x to the front, and we'll go ahead and add the waist bit there. And then just like for Slag, on Snarl we'll add the same legs, or same legs acting, or dinosaur legs acting as arms. It's professional, I swear. And then we'll take the 2 washing machine bricks on his to be his legs. Add the dino legs. Finicky. I may end up later putting a 1x2 on the back of here on the bots just to add stability to the pieces. But yeah, because that is finicky. I think it's the clutch power of that red jumper plate that has just about had it. So now where Snarl was sort of facing this way, we'll actually reverse for, or Slag rather, and then for Snarl, we'll put his face down by the robot feet. And now on to Sludge. Sludge was one of my favorites. Growing up, I actually only ever had a Swoop, but desperately wanted this guy when I was a kid. I've got them all now, but you know, it's cooler if I had it when I was a kid. For his transformation, you'll do the same that you do for most of them. Swing up that back section, rotate the legs, drop it down, and there you have Sludge in his robot mode. And these are the parts you'll need to build Sludge. Very similar core style to the first two. Except on here, I'm going to start with his head and then go to his back. So that's actually his robot mode head. And then we will attach that to the dinosaur neck. And then add his little dino head onto there. Place that on the front of the Travis brick. And now directly behind that we will add a yellow top clip and continue his back section here. Except on this version we put the little yellow bump kind of on his dino butt. Similar arm styles. Place on those 2 wash machine bricks. 1x red on the facing. Do a pair of dark gray and then some gunmetal for the feet. Be better with chrome. I'm regrettably running low on the chrome bricks, which I'm sure most have that problem. For the bottom, go ahead and place his waist section, the jumper plate. Add a pair of washing machine bricks, and then for Sludge here, because he's just to be different, I used the fishing lures to be his dino feet. And there you go, Sludge. Next up is Swoop. I got a little creative on this guy for his transformation, but I think it works. Mostly I just wanted to make sure that I was able to have a stand for him. So the stand is real simple, just some clear bits. He's got his jet engines on top that turn into his dino feet. And yeah, that's Swoop. And these are the parts you'll need to build Swoop. So for Swoop, start at the top and work our way down. We'll place a red top clip on a 1x2 trans yellow. Add a 1x tile to that. So it's his pterodactyl head and then his robot mode head. Kind of. I know, it's a stretch. We'll attach that to a 1x2 blue bar. Add a blue 1x2 tile onto that. And then we will actually add the 1x2 light gray. Add the 1x2 single horizontal clip, and that's where we will attach his engines/legs. Oops. I think I'm missing something here. Yes. So, place your blue tile here, and then that goes there. That way your engines sit flat on his back. And then we will add the 1x2 double in bar on that. We will then add a pair of these 1x2 single top clips. And then some wings. And there we have Swoop. And last but certainly not least, the one, the only, King Grimlock. I really wanted to work out some way to put a crown on him, but it was difficult. Definitely the one I'm the most proud of the gang. He's got like his dino tail, his dino head, his big stompy feet, his little arms. I was able to work in, I don't know if you can see it, but I got a little trans brick in there to be sort of those trans Dinobot parts. And then for his transformation, super simple. You just twist the back section here. Oops. Make sure his arms don't fall off. And there is Grimlock. Yeah. These are the parts you'll need to build Grimlock. For Grimlock here, we'll go ahead and get the dinosaur head and back section out of the way. We'll start by using one of these 1x2 rolled bits with a single red plate. Add the 1x2 on the bottom of that. And then the 1x trans dark color for his neck. We'll then add the brand new 1x modified bar. And then his little teeny tiny T-Rex arms after that. And we'll then add the 1x horizontal clip, a 1x2, a light cheese wedge, and a light tile. And that's sort of the back section of our mighty king right there. That'll end up going on a Travis brick, just kind of positioned like that. And we'll then add what's going to be Grimlock's head. We'll float a jumper plate on the front and add a dark gray tile to be his sort of barrel chest. And we'll then add a pair of yellow plates to the sides to act as his like shoulders and the rest of that super cool looking body armor he's got. After that, we will add a pair of 1x black bits. These fancy new bars on a pip. It's a pip on a stick. And then a couple of those 1x round plates. After that, we will add 2 of these single 1x's with the side pip on the facing there. And essentially you can see how we're already looking for his Dinobot, or for his Dino mode. Just need to add the tail. And for that, I'm going to come down here, take your dark gray jumper plate, add the red pip for his waist section on top of that. And then we will add a 1x2 to that. And now a pair of washing machine bricks, and to each one of those we're going to add a 1x rolled plate with a single plate on the bottom, and that together will act as his tail. Now, place that on the bottom, and we've got ourselves a Grimlock. Alrighty folks, so thanks as always for breaking it up with me. I hope you enjoyed my tiny Dinobot tutorials. Like I said, it was long overdue, so I wanted to make sure to get that out. Next up will be the movie Megatron, Mudflap Skids, and RC video, and then after that will be my Iron Man Igor. And then we'll see what happens after that. But thanks as always for breaking it up with me. And yeah, enjoy, guys.